In this video, I'm going to show you how to install CleanSoft. I'm using Windows 10 PC, and the same process is applied to earlier versions of Windows and Windows servers. I assume you have followed my previous video on how to get CleanSoft and download the right installer or setup for your computer. Let's start. For my case here, you have my installer in this folder called v4.1.3. By double clicking this folder, you can see that I have 3 executable files. The one for 32-bit computers, the one for 64-bit, and the one for upgrade, which applies on both 32 and 64-bit computers. Now the next step is to check your PC operating system, whether it is 32 or 64-bit. Because I'm using Windows 10, on my left side here, I have this small computer, this PC. But for earlier versions of Windows, it is my computer. So if you right click my computer or this PC in case of Windows 10 and click properties, it will show you the details of your computer. As you can see, I'm using Windows 10 Home Edition and the system type is 64-bit operating system. So now in this case I know which setup I'm going to use. So because I'm using 64-bit, I'm going to install the 64-bit file for my computer. So how to go about? Select the file, right click, and select Run as Administrator. So it is very recommended to install CleanSoft with a higher privilege. Select Run as Administrator to start the installation process. It can take some few minutes depending on the speed of your computer. This is a warning, but since you trust the source, you can just accept to continue. This dialog shows the language. You can choose from here which language you want to use to install. In my case, I want to use English. Click OK to start the installation. Next, accept the license. Next. Here, this is the path where CleanSoft will be installed. So it will go under Program Files 86, and then it will create a folder called CleanSoft v4. It's very important to note this path because this will be needed later. Click Next. Next. Here, this shows that it will create a shortcut on your desktop, which is a good idea. Leave it and continue. Next. Click Install to start the installation process. So here you can see there is a very important information which can help you to understand better the system requirement and other details, how to install and all this. So if you have time, you can go through before you proceed. Click Next, and then the system will bring this dialog which shows that this is the following step. So the system has installed CleanSoft. Now it is going to add these applications which help CleanSoft to run better. So these applications are .NET Framework, Visual Studio Runtime, Microsoft Office Runtime, Windows Plot, and the Database Management System. In case you have the database already installed on your computer, you don't need to tick the last option. Otherwise, if you don't have the database, you can just leave it and finish. If you click on Finish, the system will start installing this application one at a time, but automatically, of course. Finish to start the installation. So here the system is extracting files. Depending on the speed of your computer, this can take some few minutes. Like here in my case, it's almost through. So remember the first application was .NET Framework. So the system is extracting files for .NET Framework to start the installation. Now the installation is closer. Wait for the system to start the installation. As you can see now, this is .NET Framework. The system is going to install .NET. But here there is a problem because the system found that this computer's got the latest version of .NET Framework. So I don't need to reinstall it again. So in your case, if you don't have .NET Framework, this one will be active. But since myself, I already have the version of .NET Framework which is higher than this one, I don't need. So what I need to do is just to cancel because the .NET Framework higher version is already installed in my machine. Close this one. Otherwise, you could continue. So this is the second application, which is Microsoft Visual Studio C++. And the message is that a newer version of this has been detected, so you don't need to install again. So in my case here, I just click close because the application is existing. But for your case, this one can be active and then you click continue. Close to continue. The next application is so the next application is Microsoft Visual Studio Tools for Office Runtime. So here you accept the license and start the installation. So you don't need to click this one. Install to start the installation. And then finish. The next application will continue. This is the WR plot for windrows plotting, which is also important. Next. Here, since I had this already, I can just say modify to modify what were the existing with the latest. Click next. Install. True. That's done. And the last application on our list was the database. So this is MariaDB database, which is going to be installed. Click next to install the database. Accept the license. Click next. Here, not here, say create new database instance, which is okay. Click next. Note the path where your database is going to be installed. Click next. Now here, you need to do some configuration here. As you can see, the system created automatically a database user called root. This is a super user which will be used by your database. But the system wants you to provide the root password, and then you need to confirm this password here. So for my case, I'm going to choose my suitable password, and then I repeat the same to confirm. Now the next step here is enable access from remote machines for root user. By default, this is not ticked, but this is very important because you can be somewhere else and you want to log into your database. If this is not ticked, you cannot be able to do that. But it is a good idea to tick this button to be able to log into your database remotely. So you don't need an anonymous account. Click next. Now here by default, the system assigned the service name and the port by default. But in CleanSoft, there is another port which was configured, which is 3308. So you recommend to change this port so that it meets the requirement which was done into CleanSoft. So this is what CleanSoft is using, not the default 3308. And here, since we are using MariaDB, we can say, can just type here MariaDB. So the rest are okay. So I'm saying this port is very important because in the configuration files of CleanSoft, the configuration file of CleanSoft, this is the port which is set. That's why you need to set the same port. Otherwise, if you don't set this port and you leave the default here, you need to go back into CleanSoft and change the port to the default one. But since this one is the same in CleanSoft, you need to change and put the one which is in CleanSoft. So click next to start the installation. You don't need to tick this one because we don't need to give any feedback. Click next to install the database management system. It will take some few minutes depending on the speed of your system. Remember the password you've assigned to the root, because the password will be very important when you are logging into CleanSoft for the first time. You need to note this somewhere, or you put it in your head. Now, for those who are using Linux servers, there is a database version for Linux, which also is also free. So you can get the version for Linux if you have Linux operating system. There is a version for MariaDB for Linux. So for those who are using Linux, they can get the version. So the system here is preparing for the installation. We need to be patient. I can see it has started. It is installing and copying files. Now by default, the database installation is installed the administration client for the database, which is HideSQL. I'm going to show it to you shortly. And also there are some default databases. So we are going to see this shortly after the installation. So as I said, the system has a very good client for database administration, which is called HideSQL. And also it will create some default database for you for testing purposes. So it has done. Click finish and close the window. So we have done with the installation. This is CleanSoft icon, and this is the database administration tool, which is called HideSQL. If you double click on the database administration tool, you can see Under this dialog, the system is pointing to this IP address, which means that you are on the machine, the local machine. This is the user assigned by the system itself, and this is the database I created. I mean the password I created, and this is the port I've changed. So this is okay. If I click open, I should be able to open my database. As I said, by default, the system creates the 4 databases for testing purposes: information schema, MySQL, performance schema, and test. But now in our case here in CleanSoft, we need our own database which contains the tables which will be needed by CleanSoft. Now, we have a script packed with CleanSoft, which is in the CleanSoft path folder, which I'm going to show you. So we need to go to that script and run it to create the database which will be needed by CleanSoft. And you need to be attentive, because after running that script, it will add 2 databases here, one for your operation task and one for the test. So if we minimize, so we can close this one and go to the CleanSoft folder. Remember, it was under C, program files 86. It is here. So under the dbase folder, there is a script which is packed with CleanSoft. This one, if you run this, it will create 2 databases: the test database and the operation database. Now, how to go about it? How to run the script? It is very simple. So we just come here under search and type Maria. So as you can see on top here, there is this MySQL client, but between brackets there is MariaDB 10.164. So you need to click this one, and then you put the password for the root. Remember the password you assigned to the root user. So my password here is this one. Now it is opened, but you put the command called source, you leave a space, bring the path where CleanSoft script is, copy this one, copy, paste it here. Remember there is a space, slash, backslash, come here, rename, and take the whole name. Here you need to pay attention, take the whole name, paste it here, as you can see, and then click enter to start to run the script. So now this process is creating the database which will be needed by CleanSoft to work properly. So it will take some few minutes depending on the speed of your computer. Remember, as I've said, it will create 2 databases in our database administration tool, which is HideSQL. This one. So if you double click here and click open, you see that it has added one here. So we are remaining with another one because the system is still running. So after running, it will add another database in the list. It's almost done. give it some few minutes to finalize the process. Excuse me. Yeah, so as you can see, it has finished. So just click type exit to exit this window, exit, to close. And then here you can see we have one database, but it is because this was open. If you refresh, you will be able to see the two databases created by that script. And this contains very important tables, as you can see here, which will be used by CleanSoft. This is the test one. So you've done. The last step is to set the permission to the CleanSoft folder. So how to go about it? Just come here where the CleanSoft was installed. It was C, program file 86. Sorry. Here, this is the CleanSoft folder. And now you need to right click here and click on properties. And then come here to security tab. So now here you need to check the use of this machine if the use of this machine is on this list. So how to check the user? My computer is Windows 10. I just click here and come here and check and see my user is called admin. And if I check, my user is not listed here, so I need to add this user to give him permission to this folder. So how to go about? Just come here and click edit, and then check again if it's on the list. It's not there. If it is not, add. Then here click on advanced and then find. So check, scroll down and check your user. So mine is my admin, which is here. Click on this user and click the button OK to add him. Click OK. As you can see now, my user is added. And then make sure you ticked on the two button here. The last one is not active, so no problem. After ticking on the two buttons, click apply and then click OK. So now if you click again, right click again on this folder and click properties, you will be able to see, and security will be able to see that your user is listed here. So you are ready to do and say OK. So close your window and then go to your CleanSoft, double click on CleanSoft, and then here you need to provide the password you've created. You remember at first login you have to use the username created by the database, which was root, and remember the name you've assigned to the root user. This you need to pay attention here, because if you forgot this password, it will be another problem. You need to restart again the installation. And here this blue line here is showing the if you click on here on this link 1 second time, it show you the configuration of your database. So it says that the server is the local host, which means this computer, it's not a remote, and this is the database you are pointing to, and this is the port number. So it is very possible for CleanSoft to connect to a remote database which is somewhere else. In this case, you need to provide the IP address of the remote computer. But since your database is on this machine, so this is still okay. Just click OK to open the system. So you can see it's a splash screen and you are ready to go.